Hello. It is a beautiful Friday night, and it is the Great Bead Extravaganza DESTASH event. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining in. Hi, everyone. Let us know in chat where you're watching from. We're going to get started in just a few. I am Abby. I am from the Bead Place. I am one of the presenters here at the Great Bead Extravaganza. We have a fabulous show coming up in the beginning of April. I'm going to talk to you guys about that in just a little bit. But first, I want to talk to you about what we are doing tonight at the DESTASH. I am going to put some instructions up on your screen so that you can have easy reference throughout our stream tonight for how to shop. We are a brick and mortar bead and yarn shop in the St. Louis area, as well as an online retailer and wholesaler of beads, jewelry supplies, and all kinds of fun stuff. Tonight, what we're doing is we are showing you little collections of our favorite last couple of strands, last couple of beads, and also a collection of beautiful, unique individual finds that are kind of leftovers from different business inventory acquisitions we've done over the years. So you can always shop in store at our store floor here in the St. Louis area or online with us at beadplace.net. However, the items that we are showing tonight can only be bought using the comments, essentially. So these items will not be on our website. You can shop live in the comments. And how you can do that is you will just type the code, the item code, which tonight it's really easy. It's just like mix 1, mix 2, mix 3. If you type those items or if you type those codes, that lets me know that you want to order it. And if you have not shopped with us before, please make sure to go to beadplace.net/contact us and let us know who you are, where we should send your invoice, so like what your email address is, and then let us know where we should send your items. So we do these live shows manually. We don't have like an automatic comment scraper or live sale program or anything like that. My mom is sitting right next to me over here. Say hi. Hello. So she's going to be helping me tonight. Her name's Rhonda. Everybody say hi, Rhonda. She is going to be handing me the items, and we are just going to basically fly through it and have a lot of fun. We are going to, we have fewer items. We actually have fewer items tonight than our normal live sales because they're all combined into one. We did some fun mixes. So let's see. Hello. Hi. Hi, Carly. Hi, Bobby. Hey, Deborah. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So we have mix number 1 tonight. This is our reds mix. If you would like to order this item, you can type in mix 1, which is here off to the side. The quantity that you are ordering is an overstuffed 2x2 bag. Hey, Marcy. So we are measuring quantities of these mixes by jam packing them into 2x2 bags. They're not going to ship in these overstuffed bags because we know that that would be a nightmare and they would pop open, beads would be crushed. But this is how we're measuring quantity. So we're overstuffing these 2x2 bags. They are going to ship in a 2x3 bag. But when we did our tests on these for the math, for the pricing, it fills a 2x3 bag as well. It's just not quite as overstuffed. So if that kind of gives you an idea of the quantity that you'll be receiving, we're also going to dig into these mixes so you can see some of the variety that you're getting. usually there's not just like one unique bead in these mixes themselves, like the master mixes. But if you see a bead in the mix that we're going through that you know you need a couple of them for earrings, we do recommend grabbing a couple of mixes of each color just so you have a greater chance of getting the exact bead that you have your eye on. We are not, however, able to create customized mixes. So we can't pull one random bead out and save it for anybody. But we do recommend purchasing multiple mixes if you had your eye on a certain style of bead. So when we put together, I'm actually, if you guys are cool with it, what I'm going to do is go through and quickly show you the different color mixes that we have. We basically pulled out all of our beautiful leftover beads. Not leftovers. How should I? So essentially what happens when we do acquisitions of inventory of businesses, we're going to go in rainbow order. We go through and we pull out the things that are already ready for retail sale, whether they're stranded beads. Cindy says price. These are $14.95. Or if you buy 10 or more bags, they drop to $9.95. And they are approximately a $35 to $45 value. So when we do inventory acquisitions from closed businesses, we go through and we essentially pull out all of those like retail ready items. So the things that are already packaged, already ready for you guys to take them home. And then the next layer that we do is the things that are, that just need simple repackaging or price adjustments, things like that, or like relabeling. And then it comes down to the things that need a little bit more organizing, things like that. And then a year later, we get down to the bins and bins and bins, like the tackle box organizers, the craft boxes of all of the leftovers, or like the like 6 pendants left over that it wouldn't necessarily make sense for us to create a SKU. They're so beautiful. But the quantity isn't there for us to make it make sense. I hope that makes sense. So what we've done is we've spent the last week or so pulling and sorting all of those beautiful items and putting them in color mixes. And we're going to go through each one. I'm just showing you what we have available. And so a lot of these, they're not like what hasn't sold. It's not like what people didn't want. It's truly what we put off to the end for efficiency's sake. And usually it's the best stuff. It's like the stuff that other businesses sold individually. And usually that's like the nicer, higher end stuff. Not always. I can't speak for other businesses for how they do things, but for most bead stores anyway, the fancy stuff is sold individually. So we combined in these mixes, we combined high-end gemstones. We combined artisan lamp work, glass, freshwater pearls, shell, lots and lots and lots of Austrian crystal. I will say not all of the crystals in these mixes are Austrian crystals. Some of them are old vintage German crystals. Some of them are newer production imported crystals. We've got a lot of check glass, a ton of vintage check glass, some cool carved pieces. We've got bone, we have trade beads, and we'll dig into each of these mixes a little bit more individually. But so it took a lot of convincing for us to allow ourselves to dump all of these beads together. that were beautifully sorted out. You know, we were like, how can we do that? How can we rationalize that? These are beautiful high-end beads. How is this going to work for us to put these mixes together? Because there's varying price points of the items that are going in, and most of them are like high end price points. Like we've got A-grade pearls, we've got artisan lamp work, you know, some really, really high end stuff. So what we did, you guys are gonna laugh. And our staff, they were like, I cannot believe you're actually doing this. So what we did was we created sample bags for every single mix after all the mixes were done. And we did an average sample bag. So we did sample bags for each color. We took the average price of those sample bags. And usually they were between like $35 and $40. And then we averaged all of those together through all the colors. And I was shocked at how similar all of the price points were. I will say this pearl mix is a different price. Let me just tell you, mix 12 is mostly A+ grade freshwater pearl mixes. Everything in here is A grade and higher, or at least that's what it was marked. They're all stunning, beautiful, beautiful pearls. A lot of these pearls that we put in this mix were triple A grade. So this is well over a $50 value bag. Let me show you what the bag looks like. And we'll open it up in a little bit. It's well over a $50 value for the quality of these pearls. And that was evaluated before the price of pearls skyrocketed. So this is $24.95 for the 2x2 bag. And of course, we're not going to ship it to you in these tightly compact bags. This is just how we're measuring quantity. But I do want to tell you guys, if you buy 10 or more bags, doesn't matter if it's the luxury color mixes, doesn't matter if it's a mixture, doesn't matter if it's 10 or more of the freshwater pearl mixes, the prices drop. So the luxury color mixes drop from $14.95 to $9.95. And then the mostly A+ freshwater pearl mixes drop from $24.95 to $19.95, which I think is awesome because they are stunning quality. All right, I'm gonna pass all of these trays back to my mom. Thank you to those of you that are submitting orders already. We very, very, very much appreciate that. These boxes are very heavy, so I'm trying my best to pass them to her carefully and in order so that they stay in order for you guys. While I'm passing these boxes, I do want to put this on the screen. We have the Great Bead Extravaganza Spring Fling coming up. You can take a look at these dates if you have placed an order with us recently or been in our store recently. Chances are you have one of these little postcards. But our show dates are coming up very, very soon for the Spring Fling. I have my kit project on the other side of the table. Oh, sorry. Thank you. I did them in the wrong order. On the other side of the table, but I can't show you guys just yet. But just know it's very cute. Okay, you guys ready to dig in? I am. Okay, before I forget, I want to tell you guys, if you are within traveling distance of the St. Louis area, tomorrow is our free workshop at our bead store. We are learning circular brick stitch. So this is tomorrow between 1 and 3. Anissa says, do you have a flowers mix? No, we do not have a flowers mix this time. But I will tell you, there's lots of flowers in a lot of these mixes. So let's first, okay, so this is mix 1. This is the reds mix. You get a 2x2 bag jam-packed full. This is an approximate $35 to $40 value. And we honestly took the time to price out every single individual bead in these randomized mixes. And then also, we are mixing each of the mixes before bagging each one to ensure that you get a good mixture of different size beads. A lot of times with mixes of different shapes, weights, and sizes, sometimes the heavier stuff settles to the bottom, but we are mixing them as we bag them. So let's look and see what this actually looks like. Oh, hello. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Welcome to those of you that are saying it's your first time joining. We are doing a mini event for the Great Bead Extravaganza right now. This is the DESTASH event. The Great Bead Extravaganza is a collaborative virtual bead show focused on education, on supporting small businesses like ours. So we're doing a mini event right now. This is the DESTASH event. So there has been wonderful presentations from awesome companies all day long. And ours is the last one. But a lot of folks, you can go ahead and shop the replay. For any of you watching this after the fact, you can go ahead and shop the replay through Monday. That's when these will be available, or while supplies last. Okay, so we have some beautiful antique trade beads here. I'll slide these to the side. That way we get better color balance. So we've got some beautiful antique trade beads here, a chevron bead and some beautiful millefiori. We've got chunks of gorgeous garnet in this red mix. Beautiful, beautiful chunks. They're soft ovals. We've got some awesome Austrian crystal. And I know that these look dark on screen, but they're these two. This one is burgundy and this one is cyan. Hi, Anne. Hey, Marcy. Yeah, you can just type what you want. This is mix one, and you're going to receive a 2x2 bags worth of these beads. It is. I do want to tell you, it is going to be in a 2x3 bag just so that they ship flatter and there's less of a chance of anything breaking. Oh, I got one stuck in my fingers. Look at this beautiful briolette. They're just so pretty. I love these vintage check tulip beads. They're so cute. So what shows from the DESTASH have you guys watched already? Oh, beautiful candy jade in here. Got some red candy jade. Some table cuts. And these red poppy jasper beads are so pretty. There's a lot of really unique beads in this mix. Look at this cool one. This is a vintage lucite carved bead. We've got some cute little lamp work beads in here. I'm going to bring the camera up just a second. I had a busy day, so I unfortunately was only able to tune into 2 streams and not even the whole streams. Oh, we've got cane glass in here also. Beautiful candy glass. Lots of candy glass. I got just a second to tune into Nostalgica this morning. And I saw some beautiful brass stampings. And then I had a chance to turn on beadshop.com's stream during my lunch and saw some beautiful gemstone mixes. Ooh, look at these little garnet briolettes. So cute. Yes, this is how you order. Caroline says, mix one, is this how we order? Yes, you just type it right in the comments. If you say mix one, I'll know you want one mix one. If you say mix 1 times 2, I'll know you want 2 mix ones. Yes, Cindy, that was what I just poured out on the mat just now. I'll do another one for you as we go along, though, so you can see. This is a really cool vintage leaf that's double drilled. Where'd my empty bag go? There we go. So there's a lot of coral in here also. Let's see if we can fit that big one in there. We try really hard to pack them in tight before we close the bag. The bags are kind of stretchy. We buy like the good quality bags so that they're a little bit stretchier. But this is about how many beads you would receive. And of course, if your scoop has bigger beads, you'll have a couple fewer. So this is about what you would receive. And there's a good mixture, like I said, of glass, shell, coral, lots of gemstones. This mix has a lot of this gorgeous red candy jade in different rounds and rondelles. It's chock full of coral and then a lot of garnet. We've got little garnet bralettes. We have garnet ovals. We've got little rounds. And there's also a ton of these baby super high-end garnet rounds. These reds are kind of dark, so I am sorry that you can't see a little bit better, but we tried to take some pretty good pictures and post them ahead of time. I'm going to pour a few more handfuls out on the mat just to see if I can think of anything else of note in this particular mix to tell anybody about. I usually, if there's like a fair amount of 2-hole beads, I usually try to warn people. So there are some 2-hole beads in this mix. And then also there's these fun jasper kind of conglomerate pieces that are mixed in throughout. And lots of Austrian crystal. This is their dark red coral color. We've got a lot of other crystal as well. Oh my gosh, come back here. There was a big chunk of, beautiful, beautiful garnet. So pretty. And we've been trying to use these little plastic trays for the ones that have the freshwater pearls, a lot of freshwater pearls in them, just so that nothing gets scratched. So I'm going to do my best to use the little plastic trays. I'm very, very, very used to using our handy triangle trays. So how's everybody doing tonight? Every single person I talked to today, this was mix 1, by the way. Every single person I talked to today said they did not sleep well last night. So hopefully you all slept well. I did not. We had storms here last night. It was 90 degrees yesterday, and then it snowed today. Can you believe it? 90 degrees, and then it snowed. So this is mix 2. This is our orange mix. And let's do, where'd my bag go? Let's do a good mix. This one's got some pearls in it, so we'll use the plastic bag. Let's do a good showing of what one of these bags would look like. What's the weather like where you guys are watching? It's really windy here. All right, so let's see what we have in these mixes. Oh, also, a lot of these mixes have these beautiful artisan dichroic glass beads. They're so sparkly. I'm going to try to get it to show. We've got these beautiful artisan dichroic glass beads mixed throughout most of the mixes. Oh my goodness. Anne says we had thunderstorms and a tornado last night. Wow. That is no fun. Hope everything's okay. We've got some carnelian, got some beautiful agate. This one has a lot of gold stone. This mix has a lot of crystal in it, I will say. We tried our best to do a good variety. We've got some more orange toned red jasper. Lots of cane glass as well, like the candy glass. But this this one did end up being pretty heavy on crystal. So if you are into crystal, this may be the one for you. A good variety of like sun, golden shadow. We've got some orange coral in here as well. We have, I hope the noise of me digging through the beads is not terrible. It's a happy noise for me, but I will do my best to keep it toned down. We also have a lot of Austrian crystal pearls in here. Oh, look at this big chunk of carnelian. So you'll see a lot of little pearls, and most of the little 4mm rounds are Austrian crystal pearls. Got a lot of check glass, both vintage and modern. A lot of fancy glitzy crystals. Just a lot of fun stuff. This mix also has these big, beautiful chunks of coral as well. So you might receive some of those. And then keep in mind, oh, look at this big, beautiful crystal. Keep in mind the more mixes you buy, the greater chance you will get to have duplicates of beads, like if you're wanting to match them for earrings. These mixes do have a ton of variety, so they're great for those fun random designs. Oh, there's a lot of these little guys in there. I thought that might have been a one-off, but oh my gosh. You guys, look at this gorgeous Chalcedony bracelet. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I'm just having fun digging through these. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is stunning. Mom, what do you think this is? Big chunks of carnelian. Hey, Mary. We are doing 2x2 bags of our luxury color mixes. They're approximately a $35 to $40 value, and they are $14.95 per bag. I think that's what it is, because the other one was Chalcedony's. I think this one's Chalcedony too. So they are $14.95 per 2x2 bag. Or if you buy 10 or more bags, the price for the luxury color mixes drops to $9.95. And then we also have mostly A+ freshwater pearl beads in a mix, and they are $24.95 per 2x2 bag. Or if you buy 10 or more, mix and match. You can mix between the luxury color mixes and the freshwater pearl mix. That drops the price from $24.95 to $19.95, and those are well over a $50 value. Oh, there's a lot of little orange fire agates in here too. Those are fun. I will say some of these have some opal in them, like some yellow and orange opal. Not a whole lot of them. We had like one strand break. And so some very, very lucky people will get some opal. But they're the kind of opal that's like not like the harder kind of opal, I guess. Hey, Liz. Zakia says, hey, Abby, and I'm mesmerizing crystal mode. I'm drooling. Oh, yeah, this one's chock full of crystal. Caroline says, can you imagine the macrame bracelets we can make with these mixes? Definitely, definitely. Caroline says, everyone was yawning in my wire wrap class today. Maybe the weather or time change. Yeah, you know, I think it's got to be both. Because here, anyway, you know, like I said, it was 90 yesterday and then snowing today. Clem says, doing all right, 78 degrees, better in Sonoma County, California. Yeah, yeah. Well, here in St. Louis, it's chilly and very windy. So this was our orange mix, and this was mix 2. All right, mix 3, thank you, is the yellow mix. I saw a lot of orders come in for this one when we were doing the preview earlier. This one's got a lot of crystals and a lot of pearls in it. So let's dig in and see what kind of treasures await us in the yellow mix. So there's a lot of citrine. Look at this beautiful citrine briolette. We've got a lot of yellow agate. Got yellow opal. We have lots and lots of gemstone chips. We've got pineapple quartz, which is a synthetic quartz. It's not a natural quartz. We've got opalite. We have like the yellow opalite. Then we have more pineapple quartz rondelles. We have these cute little cat's-eye stars. They're vintage. They're adorable. Got some yellow calcite. We've got honey jade. Lots of lots of Austrian crystals. Let's see what else we have hiding in here. Got some freshwater pearls in here, some glass pearls in here, a good mixture of each. Most of the larger ones are vintage glass pearls. And then the smaller ones are a mixture of Austrian pearls, just glass pearls, and then freshwater pearls. There's some adorable little gold fire polish, both gold line and gold plated fire polish, like the gold colored glass. We've got some kind of yellowy tinted quartz drops. Got little citrine chips. There's these super happy shimmer coated crystal rondelles that are just adorable. Let's do another scoop and see what we can pull out of here. Got lots of vintage glass in these mixes, which it makes sense because a lot of these like business acquisitions that we've done, which is a lot of the like where a lot of these came from. A lot of these businesses closed a long time ago, so we're getting some good vintage treasures in here, and we priced them at like the old prices, obviously pre-tariff prices. Most of them are pre-pandemic prices, and pre-metal, like through the roof jump prices. So especially that pearl mix, mix number 12. Honestly, most of the strand prices that we went by, I would expect to see double for the next time we would order them in. Ooh, look at this little dichroic bubble. This is so cute. So as I said earlier, there's a good mixture of different types of glass, but a lot of artisan lamp work as well. We have a lot of these mixes will have these cute, like larger flat paddle drops. These were actually from samples from a vintage like craft and tailoring company. Like they created, I forget the name of the company, but we had these little sample packs that came along with a store that closed in Washington in the 90s. And these were little samples that I guess got sent to them. I don't know for sure, but they had all different colors of these little drops that I guess were marketed for clothing. But I want to use them for jewelry. So a lot of the mixes will have those in there. Look at this fire agate. Just super, super pretty. A lot of yellow jasper, a lot of yellow jade. Yeah. Oh, another one of those artist dichroic bubble pieces. A lot of Austrian crystal. All right. This was, oh, I flipped the color code up. So this was mix 3. And if you would like to order a 2x2 bag of, oh, look at this little crystal butterfly. So cute. If you would like to order a bag of the mix 3, you can just type mix 3 in the comments. And we will send you an invoice. If this is your first time shopping with us on a live show, please make sure to go to beadplace.net/contact us, which is in the comments, also in the description of this video. Or you can just type it right into your browser, go to beadplace.net/contact us, and let us know who you are, where to send your invoice, and where to send your beads. All right, that was mix 3. Deb says, how long did you say we had to decide to buy these? We have through Monday. We are accepting orders on these through Monday or while supplies last, because this is like limited stock mixes, and what you see in front of you is what we have. And I will say, I'll mention to you guys, gray and purple are the lowest quantities. I really expect to sell through purple pretty quickly because it's gorgeous. B, everybody loves purple, and C, we don't have a lot of it. Alrighty. Pardon me, I took a drink. Okay. This is mix 4. Mix 4 makes me want to just go, I don't know, be in a fairy cottage in the woods or something. It's just stunning. Lots and lots of gemstones, a ton of high quality peridot, ton of high quality jade. Look at this carved vintage jade. Beautiful bead. Deb says, can you at some point back off of your camera so we can see all the colors 1 through 12 in one shot? Yes, we will do that at the end. I promise. We also have posted pictures. I think it's in the thumbnail too. Sue says, just got here. What's the story, Abby? We are doing the Great Bead Extravaganza DESTASH. So what we're doing is we are selling wonderful color mixes. You can get a jam-packed full 2x2 bag of high-end beads, and we're talking gemstones, we're talking vintage, we're talking freshwater pearls, we're talking lamp work, shells, all kinds of fun stuff. Austrian crystal, other glass. So they are $14.95. If you don't mind my terrible handwriting, they are $14.95 per bag. Or if you buy 10 or more, you can get you can get them for $9.95, and they're approximately $35 to $40 value. And then our mostly A+ grade freshwater pearl mix is $24.95 a bag, or $19.95 if you buy 10 or more. And that is approximately a $50 or greater value. And looking back at the prices on the strands that we evaluated them at, those were vintage prices, which means it's a much greater deal than that. So you can type mix and then the number you'd like into chat, and we will send you an invoice, and we'll get them shipped out as soon as your invoice is paid. You have through Monday to shop this show or while supplies last. So look at that little crystal. That's adorable. We have some vintage glass pearls in here. Lots and lots of serpentine. This little guy was wire wrapped already. That's cool. Tons of gemstone chips in this mix. We have these fun little 3-hole, I forget what they call these, checkmates, 3-hole bricks or something like that. Got lots of jasper. We've got a ton of ocean jasper, a ton of unakite in here. There is some, I will say there is some kind of greenish tinted smoky quartz in here. Got a lot of ruby and zoisite. We have some, oh, there's some fun vintage glass in there. Lots and lots and lots of crystal. Whoops. We have some azurite even. Oh, look at this beautiful fluorite. Look at this beautiful rainbow fluorite. This is so pretty. Our camera's having the hardest time focusing. I thought I would get it all set up. Large hole jade. Look at this hunk of turquoise. That's stunning. Got these really cool jasper petals. in here that are top drilled. They're really smooth. Let's do another handful and see what we can come up with. There is some citrine in here. It was looking like, I guess we were adding some yellows to this at one point, but there's a lot of citrine in here. Got some Amazonite. Lots and lots of jade, I will say that. Good vintage cat's eye beads. A ton of beautiful little iridescent check glass. These guys are fun. These are like little tiger striped fire polish beads. It's all fun, really. Seraphinite. Very, very cool. And some of these beads are large hole even, which I think is really neat. You can have some fun with your designs by mixing cords with your traditional stringing materials. Lots of ruby and zosa. Oh, why am I putting it in a bag? Habit, because I'm tired. Sue, did you guys have bad weather out by you last night? We were all talking about the weather. How? Oh, did you guys get snow? We got snow this morning. It didn't stick or anything. It just snowed for a minute or two. This is sterling silver, by the way. Did you see it snow at your house, Mom? It was snowing when we were heading to the coffee shop this morning. Ooh, look at this. Really, really nice ruby and zoisite. Very, very cool. Let's see. Marcy says these will make beautiful talisman necklaces, woven mini baskets with waxed linen. Ooh, very cool. I can't wait to see. Will you please share pictures in our Facebook group? I would love, love, love to see that. Oh, look at this cute little gemstone star. So sweet. Lots of peridot in here. I saw a peridot diamond earlier with a little diamond shaped, like flat kind of piece. All right, on to mix number 5. Thank you. This is our blue mix. This is an example of the blue mix. And because we have some new folks joining in, I am going to take this moment to show what a 2x2 bag looks like dumped out on the mat. Again, we are not shipping these in the overstuffed 2x2 bags. We are just using them as a way to measure things out. So this is what it looks like dumped out on your mat. This mix is so fun. It's got all kinds of weird things in it. I mean, all of them have some weird things in it, but this one's got a lot of weird stuff. So again, we are not shipping them in the 2x2 bags. They are going to be packed. The beads are going to be dumped out into a bigger bag so that they can ship flat. Because if we tried to ship this thick bubble like this, these bags would pop open and beads would get cracked and all kinds of stuff. So they are going to be in a 2x3 bag, which is just like slightly bigger. That way they've got a chance to sit flat and ship better. All right, let's dig in and see what mix 5 has to offer us. We've got a lot of lamp work in here, a lot of shell, a lot of turquoise, a lot of howlite, a lot of magnesite, all those fun turquoise and faux turquoise beads. We have freshwater pearls. Look at this cute little enamel piece right here. That's a fun little bead, huh? Got lots of cat's eye. We've got cat's eye chips even. Artisan lampwork pieces. Beautiful blue quartz. We've got blue dyed jade. Got Austrian crystals, other crystals, vintage and modern check glass. We have a ton of sodalite in here. Look at all this beautiful high-end sodalite. These are hand-faceted sodalite. Just so pretty. Got lots of Austrian crystal jam-packed in there. Got a lot of really fun things mixed in. We've got a ton of Afghani lapis chips, like that dark blue lapis. These mixes have a lot of aquamarine as well. Let's get another handful out. A lot of little Austrian pearls. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, look at these. We have little lapis rounds. So pretty. Lots of fire polish. And, you know, there are some seed beads in some of these mixes too. I haven't been mentioning that. There are some seed beads so that you can already have those little spacers mixed in. Ooh, look at this artisan lamp work. This is fun. Got some ceramic in this mix. Here's more of those fun little vintage sample card beads. Oh my gosh. Is this Larimar?
Wow, it sure looks like it. I don't know yet.
Look at this. I'm pretty sure this is Larimar. Wow. Whoever gets that is a lucky duck, I'll tell you. That's really cool. We were talking about how maybe we should be paying closer. Like once we saw how much Austrian crystal started going into these mixes and some of the like artisan lamp work, we were like, maybe we should be paying a little bit more attention to like what is going in these mixes, because obviously they're approximately $35 to $45-ish value, but like some of them could be like a $145 value thinking about some of the stuff I'm seeing in these mixes. Like somebody could get a very, very, very good mix. Oh man. We have some fun. These are little links. They're like mixed. What's the word? Resin. Mixed resin links. That's cool. Got lots of little chevrons in this one also. Let's see what else. Some kyanite. Beautiful, beautiful kyanite. Just a lot of fun. Oh, another piece. Yeah, it is Larimar, Mom. Look, here's another big chunk of Larimar.
Yep.
Look at this chunk of Larimar. Whoever orders the blue mix is getting some really, let us know who's getting the big chunks of Larimar. Oh, wow, look at this. Some azurite, more artisan lamp work, vintage trade beads. Man, this blue mix. Look at this big hunk of, is that glass? Yeah, that's a big hunk of check glass. At first I thought it was quartz for a minute, but nope, it's check glass. A lot of these mixes will have these cute little lampwork flowers in them too, or hearts with flowers on them. Wouldn't it be funny if somebody ordered 2 bags of, or like, I don't even know how many chunks. Oh, more Larimar chunks in there. If like they all ended up going to the same person, like if somebody bought multiple bags and they all, look at this big turquoise. That's pretty. More beautiful vintage lamp work. More gemstones. Man. Yeah, Sue says, I see collage necklaces in my future. Oh my gosh, I know. I'm just thinking of like all those cool, like random bobble knot necklaces that Becky makes with the Eslon.
Do you get turned off at 7:30?
Nope. I don't. I'm closing down the show tonight, so
Go as long as you
I
need.
I guess. I was thinking, how is this stream gonna take up the whole hour? I just have 12 mixes. Well, because I'm having fun digging through here. I guess I can speed it up a little. I'm sorry. I just really want to go through and look at all the beads.
It's 7:21.
I know.
Just
I know.
okay, sorry.
You're fine. Liz says, haha, I had to show Mike what Larimar was. I just love digging through beads. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. I will speed up, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm just having a lot of fun. Okay, come back here. That was mix 5.
You're not even halfway done yet.
Well, if they've watched the whole stream over again from the beginning, they have seen all of the colors. But all right, here's mixed purple. Mixed purple is going to sell out real quick because we don't have that many. It's a very not full box, but there's a little yarn fiber in there. Let's see what mix 6 has to offer us. Alrighty. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are having fun too. Okay, so we've got a lot of amethyst, obviously, right? But a lot of high-end amethyst is what I want to point out to you guys. Just in that first scoop, I've got big chunks of gorgeous faceted amethyst. We have purple agate, we have chalcedony, we have purple quartz, we have purple jasper. We've got lots and lots of Austrian crystal. We have, oh, that's garnet. Look at this deep purple garnet. That other one that I grabbed was Austrian crystal, but this is actual garnet gemstone. We've got beautiful, beautiful mixture of high grade, kind of inky iris freshwater pearls here. Look at how stunning these are. They're so pretty that the camera's not even showing you how pretty they are, but they're just gorgeous. We have rainbow fluorite cubes. We have lavender amethyst. We have aquaterra jasper, like heat treated and colored jasper. We have rainbow fluorite, little tubes there. We have sugilite. We have raw ruby, like this mauve colored raw ruby. Some Austrian pearls, some Austrian crystals. Let me show you this funky lampwork bead here. Look how cool that is. There's a bunch of those in there. Got, let's see, what else do we have? We've got some crackle glass. We've got some splatter glass. Look at this. Ah, come back. Look at this amethyst. Isn't that stunning? Lots of these 6mm Austrian pearls also. So they're like Austrian crystal pearls. Hope that one wasn't one. I grabbed the wrong one. This one is one. I was trying to grab that one. Cool, big, kind of inky looking shells. Lots of that candy cane glass. We've got some Tilas in here even. Some of the fancier Tilas. We've got some freshwater pearls. Got some mermaid glass. Just fun stuff. This is mix number 6, coral. Got some cool, I don't know what this is. Vintage glass, maybe. I don't know. More vintage glass. Very, very cool. Let's see. I think the only 2 holes in this one would be some Tilas every now and then. There's some little purple seed beads in here, some little garnets, and some little teardrops as well. I also want to point out, I try to point out the top drill stuff also. We have these cool dyed howlite, I think is what they are. But just lots of cool things. Okay, we can move on. Let's really interesting how some of the gemstones that you would normally think of by default to be a specific color, how different shades of them can appear in different colors. Like this mix has garnet, it has ruby. So normally you would see those in like red or pink, but the different shades of those stones can end up looking more purple. You get a 2x2 bag, which is about this much. And when we get to brown, just for the sake of time, when we get to brown, I'm going to dump that one out that I just had pre-bagged. But if you go back and watch the replay, we have like segmented out and shown on the mat a couple of times how much that is. So this was mix 6, which is the purples. All right, on to mix 7, which is pink. All right, this one has a lot of rose quartz. It has a lot of magnesite. It has a lot of pink jade. It has some Austrian crystal hearts in here with the AB coating. We've got a lot of, okay, so here's the deal with this one, you guys. This one is chocked full of baby A-grade rubies. Like full of A-grade rubies. We've got a lot of garnet mixed in here as well. It's just full of fun stuff. Look at these big rose quartz rounds. We've got big rose quartz nuggets. We have all kinds of cool stuff. We've got pink chalcedony. We've got ruby. We've got lots of fun shapes of glass. So, these are $14.95 when you buy 1 bag. If you buy 10 or more bags, they are $9.95, and they are approximately a 35 to 45-ish dollar value. Obviously they'll vary. Each bag will be a little bit different, but they are all a very big steal of a deal, because when we priced them out at like the vintage prices. We also have the pearl mix coming up. That is a different price point, but you can mix and match your quantity 10 bags to get the discount. So like you could mix a couple of bags of pearls with the rest of the luxury color mixes. That way you can get the discount on both. So the pearl mix is $24.95 per bag, or $19.95 if you buy 10 or more of any of the bags. So this has a lot of freshwater pearls. It has some really cool vintage lucite pieces in here as well. Not as many actually, now that I'm looking at it, but it does have a lot of shells. It has strawberry quartz, which is another one of those synthetic quartzes. So big chunks of that, little chips. We've got some pink stars, lots of pinks and peaches, big pink agate beads. It's got some little pre-made dangles even, it looks like. Lots of very cool freshwater pearl shapes in this mix. Got a fair amount of lamp work in here. I would say not as many lamp work as some of the other mixes. Oh, look at this artisan lamp work. My gosh, this is so pretty. I like that one. We have ruby, as I said earlier. We've got some rhodonite. This one has some of that cool mauve colored natural ruby as well. Lots and lots of rose quartz. I will say that. Like a lot of rose quartz. Oh, look at this carved piece. This is neat. Very, very cool. Just a reminder to anyone who is a new shopper with us on the live stream, please go to beadplace.net/contact us to let us know where you would like your invoice sent. We've got lots of cool stones. Look at this one. I think that one is rhodochrosite. Very cool. Or no, rhodonite. I'm sorry, not rhodochrosite. It's rhodonite. A lot of pearls. Lots and lots of pearls. Most of them freshwater. Some of them are glass. And some of them are Swarovski. But most of them in this mix are freshwater pearls. And this was mix 7. Oh, I forgot. Because this one didn't have as much lamp work as the other ones, we put the black lamp work with the pink flower in this one. So, I mean, there is some color variety in each of these mixes. Don't be surprised if you get like a random other color bead. We did our best to sort them to the best of our abilities. And I think these mixes are gorgeous. All right. Mix number 8, please. Thank you. Okay, mix number 8, I hope is going to show well. It is mostly clear with some white. We've got a ton of crystal in here because of course we do. We also have a lot of pearl, a lot of kind of opalescent beads, a lot of tiny beads in this mix. I mean, obviously we have some bigger beads too. But this mix particularly has a lot of tiny crystals. We have a mixture of clear. We have a mixture of solid white. We have some like silver white in here. We have a lot of different shades of whites and creams and silvers. We've got like white buffalo turquoise. We have vintage glass, vintage faceted glass. We have pressed glass in a lot of different shapes. We have, let's see, lots of vintage Austrian crystal as well, like the really old shapes. We have cute little flowers. We have selenite. We have cat's eye. We have some of those A-grade freshwater pearls ended up in here too. We've got the white opal Austrian crystals. Let's see what else we have as we pull some out. Oh, there's a lot of beautiful vintage, like the cut seed beads, like those faceted seed beads. Alrighty. We are moving on to another scoop. We've got some howlite. We've got some check. We've got all kinds of stuff in here. We have moonstone. We've got white rainbow moonstone. Lots of shell. Look at this big, beautiful shell piece that's in this one. We have clear quartz, so like natural crystal. We've got white jade. We have lots and lots of mother of pearl. Some of these little guys I'm just noticing are 2-hole beads. Beautiful, beautiful. Lots of faceted glass. Lots of Austrian crystal. Just a good variety. We have white cat's eye. Oh, come back here. White cat's eye. Big chunks of opalite. White foil glass. All kinds of fun stuff. Oh, look at this big chunk of clear quartz. Very, very cool. Oh. Ooh. We're back. Sorry about that. We lost you for a minute. Let me know in chat if you can hear me. We lost the feed for a minute. Somebody put your favorite emoji in chat if you can hear me. Sometimes, oh, look at this coin pearl. Sometimes when the feed drops, the audio cuts out and we have to leave and come back in. So Let me know in chat if you can hear me. We probably have a bit of a comment delay too because of the weather. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for letting me know. Ooh, look at this big vintage Swarovski, Austrian crystal. Old habits die hard. All right, moving on. Thank you guys. I appreciate you letting me know. There is a bit of a comment delay, I will say that. So if I'm answering questions that like you asked earlier, I will say I'm sorry. I'm seeing the comments a little bit later than you typed them, it seems. All right, moving on to the gray mix. This is mix 9. This is our good kind of like grungy gray. So there's all different shades of gray in here. This has a lot of variety. This one has a little bit more metal in it than some of the other mixes. And this one has a lot of labradorite. Look at these baby labradorites. Aren't they cute? We have these vintage bow tie crystals. So pretty. I wish these would show a little better. I'm trying to find like the focal spot. Janine says, love the sound of all those beauties clinking together. Good. I'm so glad it's not a terrible sound. You never really know how it's coming off on the other side. We've got glass. We've got smoky quartz. We have vintage glass pearls. We've got some vintage lucite. I think this one was one of the vintage lucite pearls. Lots of really cool gray stones. We've got howlite, jasper, Austrian crystal, glass, all kinds of stuff in here. We've got a lot of volcano fire polished glass and a lot of hematite. I will say we did our best to try to not include the magnetic hematite. Most of like 99% of the hematite that's in here is non-magnetic. Just because we know some people can't do the magnetic. We didn't want to force that on anybody. Look at these really cool crystals. They're like a smoky gray with a rainbow iridescence to them. We have some very cool agate, like old agate beads. We have some quartz here. We've got a lot of the little peacock glass. I don't know if you guys can see the little dots on here, the peacock glass. It's like if I bring it too close, it loses its ability to focus. And I'm trying to make sure you guys can see it all. We've got a lot of beautiful artisan lamp work in the gray mix. I keep flipping the number up. I'm sorry. I'll try to position it so you can see what mixes we're looking at. Got a lot of Austrian silver shade and a lot of Austrian smoky quartz crystals. Like, look at these, a ton of those little guys in there. Some of the helix crystals, lots and lots of hematite. Some of the more gray of the like Red Creek jasper got sorted into this one as well, which I think is awesome. But because we have such low quantity on this one, I am just going to move right along because I know it's going to be sold out real quick. And you will have some other shades in this gray mix. Like if you isolate some of the colors out, some will be a little bit more pink. Some will be a little bit more blue. Oh, there's lots of little labradorites in there. But we did our best to put together a cohesive, good mixture of different gray. Look at this silver foil glass. Isn't that pretty? Very, very cool. All righty. Moving on. All right, that was mix 9. Now we are moving on to mix 10, which might be my favorite mix. I don't know. Okay, so mix 10 started out as our black mix. And then we thought, okay, the artisan lamp work, adorable little Sputnik beads, didn't really look right in the clear and white mix. So they went in the black mix, and we thought, oh, that's nice. So we just started adding more and more of those black and white beads. And so then we started adding black and iridescent beads. Then we just started adding all the cool little unique bone or shell or any of the black and white adjacent beads. I will say most of the white that we added to this mix is more of either a softer white or a like a bone or ivory color, whereas like I will say a warm tone white, whereas the white in the clear and white mix number 8, was more of the cool toned whites. All right, so let's dig in and look at some of this variety. And I know it's hard to see, but I'm going to do my best to pull out some of the more interesting shapes. Oh my gosh. Mom, look. I'm pretty sure that that's, what's the one that starts with a T? Not Taktite. Terahertz. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that these big braillettes are terahertz. So lots of artisan lamp work, lots of black agate, lots of black onyx, lots of black glass. And I wish that I could take the time to sort out and tell you which is which, but I cannot do that. We have black lip shell, we have mother of pearl, we have both black and kind of gray Austrian pearls. We've got a lot of hematite in this mix as well. We have cute little hematite stars, cute little hematite hearts. We have vintage German glass, some funky shapes. We have like fish vertebrae beads. We have some Dalmatian jasper. Just all kinds of fun shapes. This one had, it probably swam to the bottom, but this mix had a giant carved fish, like a bone fish. Some faceted. I think this one's spinel. We've got some more artisan lamp work. Oh, the daggers. There's some Picasso finished black daggers in this mix. There's actually a lot of them. These are double hole daggers, by the way. They each have 2 holes, which allows for you to have some really cool designs in your bead weaving projects. Got some big vintage glass, some table cut coins. These are vintage also. Some very, very cool beads. A lot of black lip shell in this. This one does have some lava in it. Not a lot of lava in it, but a lot of the lava that you'll see in this mix is more unique pieces. Look at that little guy. He's cute. I'm going to see if I can find that big fish for you guys. Oh, look at this. This is pretty cute. Oh, I should leave this on there so you see. It's a cat's eye bead that has crystals embedded in it. Very, very cool. This is a big chunk. All right, I'm going to dig deep and see if I can find the fish. Go fishing for the fish. If I don't find it right away, I won't make you guys watch me just digging through this bead bin for however long it takes. But if it floats to the top, I wanted to show you guys. Oh, this isn't it, but this is a fun hunk of bone. The majority of this bone is sourced in Africa. Some of it is sourced in India, but I would say a good 90% of it is sourced in Africa, and it is a mix of camel bone and water buffalo bone. Look at that little etched bead. That's pretty cool. All right, well, I guess the fish swam to the bottom. I don't know. It was a really pretty one. If I do find it tonight, I'll snap a picture of it and put it in our Facebook group. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, we would love to have you. We'd love to invite you to share pictures of your creations. It is just called the Bead Place Facebook group. We used clear containers so we could kind of like look in from the side and see. Just because it's pretty. But I guess that fish is just hiding. You don't see the fish on this side, do you? Did you see it the other night when you were helping put these kits together?
I think so.
Or these mixes together? Yeah, I don't know where he went. Probably at the very bottom in the back corner. All right, that was mix 10. We are moving on to mix 11. And as a reminder, these are 2x2 bags. Looks like that. Thank you. It's heavy, isn't it?
It's heavy.
This is the brown mix. When we did the little preview the other night, this was the one that everybody was oohing and ahhing over. I'm going to dump out a 2x2 bag onto the mat so you can see how much is in it. And then please remember, just because we are using a 2x2 bag as the way that we are measuring out the number of beads that you are receiving, they will not ship in these overloaded bags. You don't have to worry about them opening. We are going to put these bags or the beads into a bigger bag so that it ships flatter. We don't want anything to get crushed. So this is about the quantity that you would receive in that 2x2 bag. I am actually going to put this one back in the bag just so I have a sample of what the bag looks like, or what the size of the bag looks like. Oh, and I bet I'm not even going to be able to shut this. Yeah, let me work on getting this. Actually, can I pass this to you, and can you try to shut this bag? Because I won't be able to get that zipped. Okay, so mix 11 has, thank you so much for all of your purchases tonight, guys. We very, very much appreciate it. An extra thank you to all of you that are making sure that you are getting that 10 or more deal and then some. Thank you so much. All right, so this mix has a ton of different colors of tiger's eye. We've got some of the mahogany tiger's eye. We have the classic honey colored tiger's eye. We have tiger iron, tiger quartz, I should say. We have a lot of wood. Thank you. We have some big chunks of I'm having a brain moment. Magnesite, right? Yeah, magnesite. We have a lot of garnet, like brown garnet in these mixes. Big chunks of garnet in these mixes. The price per bag is $14.95. It's approximately $35 to $45 value. And if you buy 10 bags or more, it is $9.95 for the luxury color mix bags. We also have mostly A+ grade pearl bags available that are $24.95, and it's well over a $50 value. If you buy 10 or more, you can mix and match the colorful bags and the pearl bags. The pearl bag price drops to $19.95. So this has a ton of jasper. It has some calcite. It does have some agate and some jade in here as well. We've got a lot of crystal, both Austrian and otherwise. We have vintage pearls. We've got, it looks like some carved pieces. Look at these little carved bone pieces. These are really intricate. Very, very cool. Guys, there is well over 40 of you hanging out live with us in chat. We very much appreciate you hanging out with us, and we would also very much appreciate it if you would take a minute to like or heart react this stream. As a small business, we can't even tell you how far that goes in the algorithm for us. But this mix, I don't know. It's between this one and the last one, mix 10. Well, I don't know. Each one is my favorite. Whichever one I'm looking at right now, that's my favorite. Look at this. Beautiful. This is like a larger version of the one we looked at. Yeah, this is a great neutral. So Caroline says this is a great earthy color mix. I agree. This is a great neutral. There's a lot of brass tones in here. Little bit of like actual brass, but a lot of brass tones. And it would be a great palette to mix the green into, the blue, the purple. You know, obviously you could mix the orange or the yellow into this. But there's just so many fun shades. Oh, look at this bone piece. Yeah, it might be my favorite too, Marcy. Caroline says, these are true bead and gemstone treasure chest mixes. We tried really hard to just put the really, really good stuff in these mixes. A lot of times, some of the stuff that comes along with like inventory acquisitions that we do when other businesses close and we'll go in and buy out like the leftover inventory. Sometimes along with that comes some stuff that's not so great. We usually just end up donating any of that stuff. So we try really, really hard to curate our inventory to be reflective of what we would want to design with. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with like the craft quality beads. Absolutely nothing wrong with like craft store quality beads. You can get some great beads at chain stores. I'll be the first to say, you know, every now and then I'll wander into the aisles of the craft store. I'm like, oh, that bead's cool. Nothing wrong with it. However, what we do with our curations for my store is I want to make sure that we're stocking the best, you know, the good stuff, the stuff that inspires you, the stuff that makes you, the stuff that calls your name from the craft room at night when you're laying in bed and your mind is wandering. You got my mom's laughing because because she knows what I'm talking about. It's calling your name. Your craft room is calling your name right now. So that's what we try to put together for you guys. And all of the presenters in the Great Bead Extravaganza do a wonderful job of that as well. If you're just joining in, oh, look at this Red Creek Jasper. If you're just joining in and this is your first stream that you're watching of the Great Bead Extravaganza DESTASH event, this is a mini event. This is one presentation of a mini event for the Great Bead Extravaganza. Where did my postcard go? Here it is. Mercy says, this one is doing it. I will dream about this. So I am one presenter of a ton of great presenters of the Great Bead Extravaganza. It is a virtual jewelry making show, essentially, that we put on quarterly. This is a mini event. Here are the dates for this year, if you want to take a screenshot. But I would highly recommend joining the Great Bead Extravaganza group on Facebook. Subscribe. This might be where you're watching now, watching on YouTube or on the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook page. I highly recommend following the page on Facebook because that's where all the streams happen. But it's a weekend full of tutorials, fun giveaways, all kinds of great stuff. And so this is a kind of like a mini event put on by some of the presenters. just to do some spring cleaning, you know, and you guys get to take advantage of fabulous deals. So a lot of the presenters from this event have shows where you can shop the replay. Everybody's different, but a lot of them you can shop the replay all weekend long. And before we move on to the pearls, I'm going to take a second to put on the screen the schedule for the event that happened today so that you can take a screenshot of it. Let me move my little ticker off of the bottom. Well, actually, it's just me at the bottom. So you can take a screenshot of this. That way you can go back and make sure you've checked out all of the different presenters that have put on sale presentations, live videos today. As I said earlier, I unfortunately only got the chance to pop into 2 of them, but I always like going back through and watching everybody after the fact. I just think it's a ton of fun. All right. I'm going to go back to hand cam, take that last screenshot, or take this last second to take a screenshot. Okay. On to the last mix, which is the pearls. The pearls are a different price point because they are very, very high-end pearls. They are mostly A+ grade or higher pearls. There are some in there where you can see traces of the pellet that was used, like the source. But the majority of them are A+ grade. This is well over $50 value in this bag. We have mixed sizes and shapes, but there is great consistency in here. It was a lot of the same strands that went into this mix. So if you are an earring kind of shopper where you're looking for duplicate beads, you will not necessarily have to buy multiple bags of mix 12 in order to ensure that you have 2 of the same bead. Keep in mind, this is $24.95 per bag. But if you're buying 10 or more bags, it could even be the luxury color mixes. It doesn't have to all be the pearls. If you're buying 10 or more bags, you receive this for just $19.95 while supplies last. So I only have this. I've got full strands of all of these pearls, but they're at discounted retail price. They're not at this like super clearance price. So this is your chance to get very, very, very high-end pearls for a very, 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 very good price. All right, let's dump this mix out to see what we have. Pretty. All right, so we have a good variety of different shapes here. I do want to show you a couple of them. We'll have some lines on them. Usually it's the bigger ones that'll have the lines on them. It looks like there's a fair amount of large hole pearls here, but most of them are standard drill pearls. Look at the iridescence on this. They are just so pretty. Some of them are a little bit more colorful than others. And by colorful, I mean like the nacre on the pearl has almost like a rainbow iridescence to it. Whereas some of the other ones are, you know, pearly, shiny, almost glitzy, but they don't have the rainbow iridescence. So all of these pearls in here are high-end freshwater pearls. These are the freshwater pearls. Some of the other mixes that we looked at tonight had glass pearls, had Austrian crystal pearls, but these are all the freshwater pearls. And I'm going to put this little mixture of shapes and sizes together in this little dish, and I'm going to bring it a little closer so you can see the variety of shapes here. and hopefully get a glimpse of some of the differences in iridescence. However, I will say they all are beautiful white pearls. So if you are wanting to use them all together in the same project, they all go together. It's not like you've got a wide variety of different shades. They will all go together. Here's another scoopful so you can see what you've got here. Thank you to all of you that liked the video whenever I mentioned it earlier. I wanted to take a second to say that. I appreciate that so much. All right, we are going to look at all of the mixes in order. I'm going to go back to face cam so you don't have to watch me. So you don't have to watch me struggle to get them all laid out. And then, oh, my parents are flirting with each other off screen. Quit. Okay, actually, I'll go back to hand cam. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tired. Okay, mix one. You're slacking on your job, Mom. You're supposed to be handing me the box. Yes.
You told me to sit here.
I know.
Put the boxes over here.
You're fine. We had a request to see all the boxes at the same time. I'm going to push the monitor back so we can make room for them all. Oh, everything's going all over the place. That's okay. Okay, so that's mix 4. I don't know that my camera goes up that high, but we're going to try. No, it's not going to. I'll take it off the mount. That's 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. Okay. Give me just a second, guys. I will take my camera off the mount so you can see all of them all together. And I'll try not to make it be shaky cam, but I know we had some folks that were asking to see all of them all at the same time to decide. Oh, let me move this one up. And then keep in mind, we've got pictures of them that we've posted as well. They're not labeled with the mix numbers, but I am going to put my reference sheet for what was what. 2 rows at a time. Okay. How can I do that? Here, I'll just pan over them real slow. And hopefully that'll help. Okay, that was 1 through 6. And here is 7 through 12. In numerical order even. All right, I'm going to put you back on the tripod here. Okay, so hello. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I know we went a little long. I had too much fun digging through those boxes. You have through Monday to submit any orders, but please remember these are while supplies last. So if they sell out before you got your order in, I'm so sorry. We need your email address and your mailing address before we can send you your invoice. So please contact us at beadplace.net/contact us. The link is in the description of this video. There will be like a form submission thing to fill out. So you'll just type in your name, your email address, and then in that message, just put your mailing address to let us know that you shopped the show. Give us a few days if you don't mind to get your invoice sent out to you. But if for any reason it's been, middle of next week and you haven't gotten an invoice from us, please check your spam folder. A lot of times it will recognize us as a business trying to send out billing stuff, and it thinks we're spamming. So check your spam folder and add us to your safe list. And then that way you're sure to receive communications regarding your order. If you checked your spam folder and it's still not there, please reach out to us. We might have been trying to contact you, or we might not have had a way to get, like, maybe a typo or something. And then you can always call us at our store. We have a brick and mortar bead store. The number is 618-222-0772. A lot of times it's just easier to call us. We'd be happy to talk. All right. If you have any questions about anything, and if I have already closed the show by the time your comment comes in, I will do my best to come through and answer those comments after the fact. Otherwise, if you need an immediate response, please feel free to message us on Facebook or ask your question in the beadplace.net/contact us page. We will see you tomorrow. Let's see. Virginia says, what if we're local and want to stop in? You can pick up your mix in store. We would prefer that you place your order through the show, because we pull orders for the show separately than like in-store transactions. So if you can place your order through the show, you can do that, and then we'll have it here for you for in-store pickup. Just make sure to let us know that you want it for in-store pickup, and we won't add shipping to it. If you want to place an order on our website and have us ship it with this order to save on shipping, you can use coupon code COMBINE. That's COMBINE. Use coupon code COMBINE with your order through our website, and then that will knock off the shipping, and it'll tell our system, hey, you've got another order that we're wanting to combine this with. Thank you so much. This was super fun. I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow here in the store for our free workshop on brick stitch. And then after that, you can join us on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central for our weekly live streams, as well as Thursdays at noon. And then we've got the Great Bead Extravaganza Spring Fling coming up April 9th, 10th, and 11th, I think. I might be one day off with that, but that weekend. And so we'll be showing a super fun summary. I don't know. I always feel like we're one season too soon. 10, 11, 12. Thank you. Okay. I always feel like we're one season too soon because I'm ready for warm weather. All right. This was fun. Hope you guys had fun. I had a ton of fun. My mom's standing here like, get off the stream. I'm ready to go. Oh. That because she wants to dig her hands in these beads. I think that's what's going to happen is after we close this.
I'm going to look for that fish.
She's going to look for the fish, she says. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate it. Please go back and watch all of the previous presenter streams if you can. Even if you're not able to shop with all of the presenters, just check them out, see what they have, and leave a comment. It goes a long way. We appreciate you guys, and we love to hear when you share your appreciation with us. Thank you so much for all your support. We can't wait to see you at the Great Bead Extravaganza Spring Fling. Bye.